Hello, YouTube. I'll be happy to make sure it's continuing to record. The other day, I thought I put a whole video up, and then realized it wasn't even recording at all. Because for some reason, my camera won't face towards me so I can see. It will only give me the back camera of the tablet. So, how was everyone doing today? I'm Candy from the Candy and Honey Show, as I have already stated. And I am here today to talk to you guys about anything, everything, and nothing. Now, I have recently gone through some trials and tribulations, which all of us go through, and I am grateful to still be here. Okay, it was a trial that tried to take my life away. An autoimmune disease attacked my body and my blood at the same time and took all the oxygen. And the doctors told me I had 10 days left to live. My head was literally swollen. My whole body was the color of a red apple, and I had blisters on all my joints and the palms of my feet and the palms of my hands. They called it vasculitis. Vasculitis takes all of the oxygen out of your blood corpuscles, and basically once all the oxygen is finally gone, you swell up, then you die. And that's what was happening to me. And unfortunately, I didn't have a caregiver for the first 9 months, and I suffered badly. Without a caregiver, my children were tired of helping me, so they moved out. The birds flew the nest, and it was just me and my 13-year-old. And the person who came to finally help me, he just abused me more. It was a trial of the century for me. It was worse than 2020 for me. And I get chills just talking about it. I survived, thank God, and I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. I help others through their trials and tribulations with testimony of how I made it. If the doctors tell you you only have a few days left to live, don't listen to them. Do all you can to find someone else who will listen to you. After 40 doctors, my mother found a specialist who saved my life. He cut me open and put oxygen straight into my veins. Thank God for that man. And he put this stuff on my skin that healed the blisters and healed the redness and the swelling. He gave me like a whole bunch of prednisone and all this stuff. And at first I'm like, wow, more pills. But what he did actually saved my life. And he was a black man. The only black man who was a doctor over me that cared. 40 Caucasians, Asians, Russians, Polish, whatever nationalities they were, they didn't care. They just said, let her die. I can hear them talking at night about me. And they would say, just let her die, and we'll call this a new pandemic. See, some doctors care and some don't. And it's so important to go to our own people. A black man felt my suffering and my pain and said, let me heal you, let me help you. The other doctors brushed me off like, we don't know what it is. The black doctor helped me discover only 20,000 people in the world have ever been diagnosed with vasculitis, and none of them survived. All of them are dead. I'm a survivor over here because I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe the Lord had mercy on me because I cried out to him and he heard my cry. And he knows that my work here is not done. My purpose is not fully fulfilled. I did my purpose as a teacher, but I have to finish my purpose as Candy to let the world know what happened in the gang. So shout out to Zeus Productions, DMR Films, all capital letters with the S on the end. Shout out to him for giving me a chance to tell my story about what happened back then and what I experienced and how it changed my life forever and how some of me is still Candy. I still have my Candy tat. I still have people calling me Candy because that was my name. Mama Hen called me Candy, and that is who I am. I am going to legally change my name to Candy. It's going to either be Carmen Candy Dumas. Dumas is my father's last name that I should have always had, or it's going to be Candy Carmen Dumas. No matter what, Candy is going to be there because Mama Hen named me, and she created a legend and a legacy through me. Lots of girls tried to emulate what I did, and they couldn't. So, like my Money Mike used to tell me to get me from flipping about girls copying off of me, he would tell me, Candy, you a trendsetter. Trendsetters don't get mad, they get flattered. And then they go change up what they doing and set a new trend. And you know what? He was right. He's still my big brother, him and Scott. I still consider Curtis and the other guys my big brothers as well. Like Von Harris, that's my brother. Scott, he comes to see me even in 2022 to check on me. That's my brother. Money Mike, I know he's married and has a lot going on with grandkids and everything like that, but when I needed to know where Mama Hen was at, he called me back and let me know. So I appreciate that. He still treated me like a little sister. You feel me? Um, I really don't know. I mean, well, I do know what I can and can't say, but I still want to save a lot of it for the film. The film is behind the G-String. The Juice is producing. H.D. Clark, Mr. Clark, okay, to the people who don't know him. And just much respect. And I'm humbly excited and appreciative to be able to talk about things that happened well over 25 years ago. For me, it was 30 years ago. I met Mama Hen and Hen when my baby was 1, and my baby is 31 now. So that was 30 years ago for me. And I'll be 49 on Monday. I had just turned 19 when I entered the game. I was 18 when I met Fat Daddy. And I told him the truth, and I showed him my emancipation papers because Fat Daddy was definitely not about being with no young girls. But he saw how mature I was, and he helped me through that divorce. And he was like, damn, Candy, you really not a child in a mind. It's like I'm with somebody on an equal level. So we ran that game like Jay-Z and Beyonce did, baby. Trust me. We are legends. And we did legendary things with the number one legend that I know personally, James Henning. He's my brother. He loves me. His mom loves me. He gave me Mama Hen. And I have a bonus, a real sister in Sheila Hennings. We're more sisters than Bloods are. Sheila got keys to my house. I trust her with my life. You feel me? So Hen gave me the greatest connections that I could have ever had in my life. With that being said, check out Behind the G-String, y'all. Check it out. You're going to love it. This movie is going to make trillions. And the people that are in this movie, some of them are already millionaires, and the rest of us are manifesting our millions like me. Every day I say I'm a millionaire. All my stupid money comes back to me. All my love comes back to me. All my energy is mine. I thank God for a chance to speak about the past in a positive way. And you guys better know that some people I met, if I could get in a hot tub time machine and go back in time, I would do it the same way. Meeting Fat Daddy changed my life. He taught me a lot about home and family that I didn't know. And yeah, meeting him, he introduced me to Fat Daddy. You guys call him Chuck. I call him Fat Daddy because I lived in New York with him, with his family as his fiance, so I have a right to say Fat Daddy. Um, Meeting Hen, meeting Money Mike, somebody that's going to tell you the truth no matter what, and they don't care how you feel about it. He going to tell you the truth, flat out. People say keep it real, but they haven't met people like the men that I've met that really keep it real with you without trying to hurt your feelings, or downing you, or making you feel bad for the way that you feel. You feel me? They're not therapists. They just real men. And it's like the world is really missing those kind of guys in the younger years. You know, they still here in our older years, and we're up here almost seniors and shit now. But these young guys, they could take a few pages out of the book of Money Mike and Scott and Curtis on keeping it real, okay? And if I left your name out, I apologize, all right? DJ Ellery definitely keeps it real as well. Mama Hen loves him. He's my brother. DJ Ellery and I, we bump heads a lot, but that happens with pretty light-skinned people a lot, you know? That happens. But that's still my brother. I have nothing negative to say about him. There's a lot of dancers that I admire from back then, but 85% of them are men. The women were okay, but a lot of the women were catty. When me and Honey did our show for the first time, the girls in the dressing room laid hands on us. They fought us because we decided to do a lesbian act on stage. And to me, that was so angry for no reason, you know, so prejudiced against gay. And it's like, so what? We're bisexual. We're free with women. It was okay for me to put Honey's whole pussy in my mouth. And it's like, why did it matter to them what we did on stage? It was pure racism towards the LGBT community. And I've been a member for a long time. And I'm not going to say their names because I don't want people to like hate them or whatever for that. Because we made amends eventually, you know, about what happened and talked about it. I mean, not all of the girls. Only one girl actually, one woman came to me as a woman with the olive branch. Like, I apologize for putting hands on you. It just shocked me, you know, and I'm not against gay people. And I respect her for that. You know, I respect her. I respect you, Lisa. You did a real thing. And you made me feel better because I really just couldn't understand why people were hating me for being bisexual. You know, Fat Daddy accepted it. He didn't care, you know, that I was bisexual. He still loved me for me and let me be me. And he would even come to the Candy and Honey show and, like, get the blanket off the stage for me, count the money, give Honey her half, give me my half. He was supportive of the Candy and Honey show. He didn't dog me. And I appreciate that. You know, back then so many people had hurt me up to that point that I just really thought men wasn't shit. And then I meet a man like Fat Daddy who's genuine. He changed my perspective on men. And to this day, I take each guy as an individual. True enough, we separated ways, but that's because he wanted different things in life, and I was still very young and wild. So I had to come and sow my royal oats, you know. And he was more family man, which is cool because he's married now, and congratulations. And I'm pretty sure that his marriage is going great. I'm pretty sure it is. So, with that being said, I just want to say hey to Nene. She's been a great friend. Okay, she's been supportive of the things that I like. She even brought me this pink wig, knowing that pink is my favorite color, and I really love wigs. And she gave me this wig. Thank you so much, Nene. I really, really appreciate you. Tay Tay, me and you, girl, all the way. Tay Tay is Honey. That's my honey bun, my sugar for life. And we're gonna do great things, honey. Go ahead and shout me out on your YouTube too, baby, because I know you doing it. And I just want to say that I love you, mommy. And today is October 19th, so happy belated birthday to my favorite brother, Matt. He's the brother who loves me. I have a very dysfunctional family. If you guys want to know more about it, that could be a topic one day. My mind, things just pop in my mind, and I talk about whatever pops in my mind. So sometimes it might be a topic that's good. Sometimes it might be a topic that's emotional. Sometimes it might be something that makes no sense at all, like pink cotton balls. Why don't we have pink cotton balls, you know? And they used to make pink and green and blue tissue. Why don't we have pink toilet paper anymore? I really love pink, and I really can't tell you why. Well, yes, I can. I never knew why I was so obsessed with pink until my auntie Georgianne Dumas told me about her favorite auntie named Picola. Picallo. Picola. No, Picola. Piccollo. Picola. Anyway, Auntie Picola had an obsession with pink, and Auntie Picola had a pink refrigerator. I have a pink refrigerator. Auntie Picola had a pink lamp. I have a pink lamp. Auntie Picola loves pink all the time. I love pink all the time. Ooh, seems to me like I'm just like one of my ancestors, Auntie Picola. She was very successful seamstress, and she made wedding dresses. And she owned her own bridal gown shop right on Carnegie back in the early 1900s. And I'm proud that my family comes from a legacy of greatness. We went all the way back to 1774. My cousin Betty Boo, Shelley, and I forget the other lady name, but thank you, family. They went all the way back to 1774. My family was not slaves. My family had money. We were Creole, Caucasian, and Muskegon, which is Aboriginal Indians. They live by the creek in Alabama. Most of my family comes from Alabama by the water. My family, yes, we owned slaves, but we treated our slaves very well. So I didn't come from Africa, baby. I'm one of the Aboriginal people who were already here when Christopher Columbus landed, and what we should have done was skinned him alive instead of letting him go back and claim he discovered somewhere that we already were. Who did he think he is? We are this whole country. They should have never named it America. But I'm not going to go into history lessons because every time I speak the truth about history, I get banned from somewhere. They know that this teacher's mind never stops learning, never stops churning for her whole life. My grandmother told me to learn for life. You know what else she used to say to me? My granny used to say, you know what, baby? You're a beautiful girl. But what makes you different? It's going to be millions of you everywhere you go. So I would think, like, you know what, Mima? I'm going to be the smartest one. I'm going to be the one who has the biggest impact. I'm going to be a helper to the poor and the seniors. And I'm almost finished. Thank you, Mima, for teaching me that beauty fades over time. So the real beauty is what you have on the inside and the way that you treat other people. The lessons that we learn as youth, we keep them for the rest of our lives. Never knew she was implanting such knowledge inside of me. Now I get an opportunity to spread that knowledge to my children, my grandchildren eventually when they come on here, and any other person that I come across. My light shines so bright, there's no way I can hide it. You guys have a great day. I'll get back at you later, YouTube. Peace. Hopefully it took this time.